Hello, everybody. This is Charles Anderson. I'm just a guy from Goodwell, Oklahoma, and I've got a really great video game idea. And more importantly, hello, Patreon. Yes, I heard about Patreon from where I normally lurk at on the web, JMonkey Engine forum. JMonkey Engine being a open source free to use software and video games that you make with it, you can make money off of it. So yes, that's what it's there for indie dev game programmers. Hey, get your start there and roll with it. One day I was doing some conversation with one of the guys on the threads, and he was like, "Yeah," I was like, "Hey man, I really like your little the little donate." To your project thing that you have, because I'm one of those people that just likes to help folks out if I can, and so I saw his Mythruna project, the progress that he was at, dropped a couple dollars. I dropped I dropped some money into his project just because that's one of the things that I want to help him out with, because he's doing good progress so far. He's going great, but he was like, "Yeah, I was thinking of putting up a Patreon account." I was like, Patreon? Patreon? Okay, cool. And I was like, well, that's probably not for me because, I'm working on my own video game and Idiog. And, I don't really have anything to show because I'm still working on base architecture tool set. So, I was like, I will just check it out then. And I saw Patreon, and I was like, sure, why not? Why? Okay, yeah, I guess I could join up. Let people toss tips in the tip jar, or sponsor. It's not really for the video game for here, okay? Mostly it's for this educational side. All right, and I'll give the setup for that. Of course, I'm going to be making money off of the game when it's done. I'm going to be making money off of a video because I've chosen one of the most horrible things to do for a launch game. As far as for a company. All right, on the business side, it's called an indie dev suicide project. Of course, all the information will be on my page, and you can just read down below my video here and check it out. This is, by the way, my standard form of broadcasting. I tend to do screencasts because I don't have the money for cameras and microphones and stuff. What you're hearing my voice through is actually just just a little headset mic. For instance. And so my volume is all over the places on all of my videos and such, not like that. But I know that the popular things, which is what I have on my creation side, show some of the cool stuff that I'm actually dealing with. These goof-off videos are not are not what I'm aiming at to make. Although they do go on the blogging side of my YouTube channel because, yeah, I do have a YouTube channel, and so these are what is popular to the public, all right? Where I'm showing off cool little things that I'm making. However, they're not educational, right? They're just strictly like cats flushing toilet videos, right? Well, from my point of view, and they're very popular, but they don't actually show stuff. This is what I'm aiming at to have an actual pre-formatted video that actually has where I'm using GIMP, using Blender, using JMonkey Engine, and whipping out, how the stuff relates to each other and how to properly go through the workflow. All right, the workflow of how to get from point A to point B, and then you can just tweak it from there for you're making your own video game. And then this is what usually happens, where I'm trying to communicate with an artist somewhere, then, show how the things affect through the pipeline, and then show how I made the code. And it's just all over the place. It's usually boring for most people, and so thus my niche is very small. For what I actually appeal to. So yeah, I'm definitely not on the mass media until I get my video finished, and that's the reason why I'm here at Patreon, is for those people who are wanting to support the actual, from the brain dump to what I'm aiming at videos. Although the brain dump videos are also just, that's part of the thing. So yeah, I plan to take all my brain dump videos after I've gotten the video game done here in 4 or 5 more years. All right, so this is going to be a long process because I've taken on the Indie Dev Suicide Project. But yeah, it's mostly for style points and kudos because yes, it is possible to just launch and do awesome stuff like they did with what I guess Minecraft or such not. And I'm doing it just because I believe I can, and the style points for doing something like this are such that that is what is actually my motivation for doing this. Yes, a little bit about myself. I'm a programmer, so a hobby programmer, not career programmer. The one job I had in the professional world scared me away from the professional world for what I love to do, for somebody else. All right, for somebody else, pretty much for reals. And I believe myself to be a gamer first most, programmer second, and cook by career. So yes, I have no worries about messing up my latest creme brulee. So anyway, all right. So what will I be covering? Yes, I will be covering stuff in GIMP. Yes, my picture that I have up there. Yeah, get that layer there too. No, not that layer. So I'll be covering GIMP. This GIMP is a free-to-use 2D art asset in opposition to, say, like Photoshop, which is very popular but paid. I also use Blender, the popular open source 3D asset maker. And of course, JMonkey Engine works perfectly fine with both of them. For the most part, there's still some improvements on the engine. They're in the works, and I'm actually in with the crew on some of the stuff for the upcoming 3.1. But helping them out from my end. I guess I'm working on just making the. Okay, that was for something else. But yeah, the. There we go. That's the original. So yeah, this like the look and feel. Just because I've had to deal with NetBeans, so NetBeans is currently in my brain. So there's brain dump videos on that on my channel too. But anyway, so and of course Audacity for making horrible little atrocities. Like yes, that was made in Audacity. And it was for a game. Of course, you'll probably see the reference to the song elsewhere. But yes, I do some musical stuff. So I am a man of many hats. I am the only one on my project currently. So yeah, if anyone wants to help out, just let me know. But more importantly, this is what I'm here for on Patreon. I've got the $1 pledge. That's what I'm assuming everybody will do. However, if you decide to pledge more than that, I do have rewards for that type of stuff. So anyway, and of course this is the most important thing that I'm looking for from the Patreon community. That's what I want to do because yes, hey, technical stuff, it's boring as bat snot to most people. The people, the set of people that I'm trying to support by my creations is a small subset, an indie game developer wannabe. So, for those guys, hey, first off, don't choose an indie dev suicide project. I'm doing that. And so, it's a tough road I've chosen for myself, but it's fun because I know I can do it and I'm patient enough to do it. And, it's a unique situation I'm coming in from. And, yeah, so I'll have that information for indie dev wannabes. All right, so that limits my audience. And furthermore, for the indie devs that are wanting to roll completely free with, the JMonkey Engine, Blender, Audacity, all of those programs are free. You can make profitable things from them and make money off of them. Unity I did not consider because the free version of Unity does not cover back buffer operations on the free version. So thus, the toon rendering, toon shading, edge enhancement, and other advanced techniques that I will be covering while making my game is not acceptable for Unity on the unpaid format. So here's the solution for the indie dev game wannabe who has the knowledge, who wants to acquire the skills, and I'll be dropping as many breadcrumbs to help you guys out as possible. So that's it for me. This is one of my typical brain dump posts, and it's geared for the Patreon community who wishes to support me. Thank you very much.